8th anniversary sale.
The Morning Dish.
He's the hardest working man in show business. His band's music takes you into the midnight hours. And when you wake up, his voice is back on your radio alarm clock. How on earth did this happen?
Well, Jeff saw me taking out the trash at the radio station.
And he won another award.
But this one is better.
I'm your boogeyman. That's what I am.
It's the Morning Dish with the 2019 Radio Personality of the Year winner, Stephen Phillips.
You paying attention to this, Packy?
And Murphy's own Sherry Raines.
Yeah, you must have given horseback passes to the right guy, Stephen.
Well, giddy up.
And Packy Smith's Shetland pony is right alongside.
You guys know these demo tapes don't just edit themselves together, right?
Well, all right.
3 cheers for Stephen Phillips.
Y'all need to help Stephen Phillips out over there. Out the door and off the radio.
Here's Stephen Phillips.
All righty, folks, we're walking in today. Good morning on a Friday morning. 51 degrees on the high, about a 70% chance of rain today. I think it's more about an 80. We got 43 on the low tonight with about a 50% chance of rain. It's going to be about 70 tomorrow, so hope everybody's doing good out there. Hey, we got Ed in with us. Good morning, sunshine.
Good morning, sir. How are you today?
I'm good. You got your hair combed?
Yeah, I spent 15 minutes in hair and makeup this morning.
Yeah, you did good.
Okay, in the men's room anyway.
Well, I'm with you on that. My thing is, though, that you actually use dog grooming hair comb stuff. What the heck is the deal with that?
That's all I've got.
Yeah. We're going to the dogs today. We've gone to the dogs. We got Ed in with us. We're glad to have him back, and he's got his show on the weekend. He's actually a dog trainer, so if anybody needs a dog to like walk a tightrope and stuff like that, you do that, right?
Absolutely, and if I can't do it, I'll send it over to
There
Stephen.
you
He
go.
can cover for us.
I can't even get my dog to fetch. When I throw the thing out there, like, you think I'm going to walk out there and get that? You're
That's
crazy.
a smart dog.
Yeah,
Right?
what
You
I'm
threw it,
thinking.
you get it.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. But anyway, we got Dallas Wayne going to be on today about halfway through. Y'all probably heard him. He's a musician. I did not realize that. But anyway, you hear him on, I guess, Willie's
Roadhouse.
Yep. But anyway, super good guy. And got some great music. He's got a song out that I love called I'll Take the Fifth.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And some of these guys, they come up with these ideas, and like, I'll take the fifth. I never thought about it. Of course, he's not talking about the fifth.
Yeah.
That we know. That's what I do all the time. I take the fifth on that. I played the fifth. But he's going to take the fifth. But
he's
anyway.
extremely
And that's kind of
talented.
one of his older songs. But anyway, we'll have him on here later on. And Packy, I reckon he's got all the stuff. Are we going out live today on YouTube?
We're not live, but we are recording, so we'll have the show up
Okay.
right after we get off the air.
All right, so we'll have that, and you can go to Stephen Phillips with the Morning Dish and watch this, and hopefully come Monday morning we get all these wires and stuff, and if we don't get electrocuted, and yeah, we should be live. We keep hoping.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about
Yeah,
that.
so far we've had a lot of thumbs down, but I guess that's I'll take it, right? Hey, we got some birthdays today, and if you hear your name on the birthday list, the number is 706-379-9770. Again, that's 706-379-9770. We've got tickets to the world-famous Brasstown Valley Resort. You can play golf or ride horses. And today is seafood night. I love seafood night over there. God,
That's a great buffet.
man,
over
don't you know it? I don't get a plate. I just get a fork and just go up there and
They wanted us to talk to you about that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they talked to me about that over there too, but I just keep running around. I just run around,
When your picture's hanging up in the kitchen for
Yeah.
you not to be in there.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
Anyway, how about Michael Beeman, man? The mechanic up at Benny's Sanitation keeps all the garbage trucks going back and forth. So if your garbage is not picked up, it's his fault because the trucks are not running. But anyway, happy birthday, Michael, to you. Christopher Martini. Now, y'all know Christopher. We've had him on a couple of times, and he's up in New York City. His brother's Max Martini. Remember Max Martini? He does a lot of...
What did he do wrong?
Wrong?
Yeah, he's in New York City.
Yeah, he's wanting out of New York City in a big way. He actually come down here and shot a film in Georgia with Bill Ron, and he's like, man, I'm ready to come to Georgia. And but his daddy or stepdad is, you remember Angel Martin on the Rockford Files?
Yeah.
Love that guy. But anyway, that's his stepdad. So happy birthday to you, Christopher Martini. Susan Nettles' birthday's today. Happy birthday to you, Ruth Barrier. And I'm going to get, it's Nicky Perazio. He's the guy over in Italy that got my song to like number one. Remember, everybody's giving me a hard time because I was like number one in Italy. but the thing, they couldn't understand the words over there, But I was number one on the Billboard chart in Italy there for a while. Ronnie Winstead, happy birthday to you. Rob Norrie, Kat Boobin, B-O-N, I guess. How about Kat? Happy birthday to you. Brenda George Nelson, Kyle Odom, Lynette Lynch Roebuck, kind of growed up with her. Trevor Parker, happy birthday to Trevor Parker. Alex Rice has got a birthday today. And Reggie Roberts, there you go. There's some folks that I recognize. So do you have anybody on the birthday list?
No, but Stephen, you really are dating yourself because you talked about Angel on Rockford Files like it happened yesterday.
Oh.
You realize you have half your audience going, Rockford Files, what is that?
No, I don't. A lot of my, a lot of the people that I kind of got in with some of them folks that actually played and did stuff on the Rockford Files, and that
was a great show.
Oh man, and they don't got that stuff now. It's pretty people. I don't know why you just have normal people on TV, but you got to have all these pretty people like Packy. They got to be their hair all combed, and they get in a fist fight, and then their hair ain't even messed up. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's ridiculous.
Or they wake up in the morning, and the first thing they do is give a big old smooch to their wife, and I'm like, whew.
Do you remember Mannix?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was another great show.
So anyway, on the famous side of things, we got Bob Ross. He's like what is Bob Ross? He's like an artist or something, right? I think. I don't know. I'm not into art.
You never did the Bob Ross painting tutorials? No.
Oh, the guy who does the
really
sketches on TV.
Yeah.
Oh, now I know who he is. When I was playing
still don't
hooky
know.
from school, we'd watch him in the morning.
I just recognize his face, so that's about it. I don't recognize.
That's what you did when you played hooky.
Oh, Beth Chapman.
Crazy times, Ed. Crazy times.
Beth Chapman. She passed away in 2000. That's about all I got on the famous side of things. You got today in history or not?
I have not got that pulled up yet.
Oh,
I'm trying to
you're
get
too busy?
I'm trying to get your camera department all figured out.
There
over
you
here,
go.
Steven.
There
You got
go.
out of hair and
I
makeup
just
a little
want
too
the
late.
liposuction look is all I'm after. Hey, we got John Glenn today, returned to space in 1988. At 77 years old, was the oldest human to travel into space. Now, I wonder if Captain Kirk, is he beat him now?
Captain Kirk beat him out.
How old is Captain Kirk?
Was he 90, 91, 90?
Is he really? I don't know.
And he looks pretty good for his age. He looks really good.
Well, they do all that, hair and makeup stuff like you did.
But you know what? It was really funny because when they interviewed him, he was so humble about the whole experience. And you would think after being the commander of the USS Enterprise,
it'd just be
this would
another
be
day.
nothing, but he was pretty humble about it.
I'm telling you, not now. It was the most exciting time of my life. Right? That's the way he acts.
Was that an impression?
That was his impression.
Hey, Captain.
And, hey, here's some sad news on today in history. In 1971, Dwayne Allman dies in a motorcycle accident.
Yeah, that was sad.
Yeah. Man, what a great, man, I'm telling you.
This past year, we've lost some incredible talent. I mean, when you look back at it, last year, both 2020 and 2021, we lost a lot of really good people.
That's the thing. I just, yesterday afternoon, I was surfing through and I realized that Billy Joe Schaefer has been passed away yesterday, a year. That's crazy. And I love Billy Joe Schaefer. But, we've got a lot of, and we ain't got anybody to replace him. I mean, who you got to replace him?
What was that song that George Jones did?
Who's going to fill their shoes?
Who's going to fill their shoes?
Yep.
Boy, I'll tell you what, if that's not a for real song now, because we've lost some great talent.
You ain't kidding. We still got Alan Jackson, but he's kind of got he come out, he had a disease that was inherited to where he loses his balance,
Oh, wow.
Which is not good for him because he's like 6'10".
On the other hand.
Right. But on the other hand.
That was a nice segue, wasn't it? My girlfriend from junior high school, Marie Osmond, is still out there singing, performing, doing commercials for Weight Watchers and all kinds of, or whatever she sells. And I remember Marie Osmond all the way back in junior high school. I had a
You went to
crush on
school with
her.
Marie Osmond?
Well, not really, but I watched her a lot and drooled a lot.
Oh, is that what
and I still watch her and still drool a lot.
And she does weight loss? That's what I need to do, weight loss.
On this day in history, remember the movie Rebel Without a Cause?
Oh, yeah.
1955, this day in history. That movie was copyrighted. Yep, copyrighted.
Copyrighted. James Dean. I never was a big James Dean fan. I don't know why. I think a lot of people are James Dean fan because it's cool to be James Dean fan. But
Well, he was that first Rebel. What was the other one? Salminio. That was like him. They played all those, the rough motorcycle guys, and people were attracted to that back then. Now everybody is tattooed up.
and now
rides a
everybody
motorcycle.
that rides a Harley, they're either doctors or lawyers because us rebels can't afford them, man. You know what I'm saying?
I love it when you see pictures coming from North Dakota when they do the motorcycle rally in Sturgis, and you see all these people and they'll do interviews and go, "Where are you from? And what do you do?" "Well, I'm a lawyer." "Well, I'm a doctor." "Well, I own a used car
That's the
dealership."
only one can afford them things.
Yeah.
Like, how much is a Harley? $50,000 now?
Oh, Jesus, ridiculous.
Yeah.
So expensive.
I don't know, but what are you going to do? National Oatmeal Day. There's something that Packy can get into because he always has them oatmeal bars or whatever it is, so we're celebrating that. Frankenstein Day. National Frankenstein Day. That's a good day because we got Christmas coming up.
Yeah, you got Boris Karloff. And isn't it his birthday? In October sometime? Boris Karloff.
I don't even know who that
Lon
guy.
Chaney. You don't know who Boris Karloff is?
No.
All I blanc is your blood. Played a vampire. Played Frankenstein.
I'm watching
Bela
devil
Lugosi.
worshiping movies. National Cat Day. Now, there's something that everybody needs, a dang cat. Are you a cat person, being that you're a dog?
I do like cats, but I don't own any cats because my dogs don't particularly care for cats.
So that's what I'm thinking. I like dogs, and they don't like cats. So I'm thinking, well, dogs are really a good judge of character.
I believe so.
I'm sticking with the dogs. Would you not think?
Yeah, my dogs decided they did not want it. We tried. I did bring a cat in, and my dogs looked at me like they were ready to go on a work slow down. So.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. All right, folks, let's get to a break. And today is Friday, Sears Hometown Store, Blairsville. We love that place over there. And it's a hometown store, so if you spend your money at Sears of Blairsville, it stays in Blairsville. That's a good thing about it. A lot of these chain places suck it out of it.
Absolutely.
Yep.
We need to get people staying in town, shopping locally, especially over the holidays.
And you go over and tell them we sent you, or tell them Packy sent you. Don't tell him I sent you.
And with even more news for Western North Carolina and North Georgia, I'm Jeff Batten. The October Clay County Board of Education reported at its last meeting that of the 30 students on full remote learning, 15 are failing one or more subjects, and the superintendent recommended ending their access to remote learning. So a motion to return the failing students to in-person learning and limit their educational losses was defeated 3-2, with board members Danny Jones, Robert Caldwell, and Jason Shook voting no. Shook's tie-breaking vote, he says, was made because the board offered that option to the remote students, and he wanted to see that promise through. This fall, students from courses in art, biology, environmental science, and Appalachian studies will collaborate with the city of Young Harris to design a new interpretive trail for Cupid Falls Park, and visitors will look for new artwork and signage. Young Harris College is one of 17 institutions selected to participate in the teaching project, and that project is part of an ongoing effort by the city of Young Harris to develop infrastructure for the park that provides for safe, responsible, and meaningful community use. The Georgia Mountain Fairgrounds in Hiawassee hosts trick-or-treating this Sunday. Towns County Sheriff Ken Henderson and his staff will be manning one of the booths.
The ladies here in the office and myself and others are helping as much as we can to get our little candy packet things together for our kids on a Sunday night for Halloween. So we're just working away. We'll be set up in the booths up at the fairgrounds. They'll have the booths set up for all the different people, and we'll be there. They'll bring the kids through, and they'll visit each booth and get their little treats. The event's from 5 to 8 o'clock and is offered as a safer alternative to going house to house. It's a much better way to do it, I think. I think it's much safer. And, of course, that's our concern is make sure our kids are safe and having fun, and we're going to try to make sure that happens, and we're working hard to get it all put together. For Pat Malone and Rob Moore, I'm Jeff Batten.
Sarah the Sears shopper from Suches is wise when it comes to protection agreements on appliances. But when one of her ex-husbands broke her stove while he was fixing the ice cube maker,
I knew I needed a little extra protection.
Sears Blairsville offers 5-year protection agreements on all their new products, which means protection against DIY husbands.
You mean ex-husbands.
Looking for a better experience? Go see the Sears team or call 706-745-6600.
Because Sears Blairsville is better than the competition.
Union General Hospital is committed to women's health, and now we're making it even easier for women south of our Blairsville campus. Union General Women's Health has now opened a second location in Blue Ridge. Doctors Kimberly Denton and Benjamin Harris are accepting patients Tuesdays and Thursdays at 460 West Main Street. Call 706-946-3080 for an appointment. Union General Hospital and its affiliates for more than 6 decades. We've been this community's caregiver.
Hi, this is Dawn Wallace, and I'm here with Kelly with Kelly's Custom Creations. Now, Kelly, you guys do custom t-shirts, but tell our listeners what other kind of custom items you can create.
Yes, Dawn, we do any kind of custom printing, like pet accessories, car accessories, drinkware, and more. If you can dream it, we can print it.
If you're an individual or a business that needs unique custom printed items, give Kelly with Kelly's Custom Creations a call at 706-455-8532.
Man, it's high school and college football season. We just need one thing to make it a great year.
Yeah, bed covers.
I meant like some wide receivers.
And I'm talking about bed covers on your truck so we can tailgate before the game in style.
I'd ask you where to get them, but I think you're about to tell me.
Rose Auto.
Right. And who has the tailgate rack for the grill? Don't say it, I know.
Rose Auto
in Blairsville on the Murphy Highway.
Rose Auto. Truck accessories for a great season.
May of 1988, I just graduated from law school, passed the bar exam. I was ready to start a career with the IRS. Then my grandfather had a massive stroke, and our family was looking at nursing homes and trying to figure out a way to pay for it. When my grandmother asked me, am I going to lose everything? I didn't know the answer to that question. Now I do. This is Kevin Tharp, elder law and estate planning attorney. I can show you how to afford long-term care without losing everything you own. Log on to kevintharp.com for the answers.
The deals are real. The sale is real. Celebrate with us at Eller & Owens Furniture and Mattresses 58th Anniversary Sale. We're celebrating 58 years of our family heritage by slashing prices on every item store-wide. Take 40% off all furniture, including custom orders. Save 40%. We have inventory, no waiting. Look for the Take Me Home Today tags. Finance with 0% interest. Shop all 4 stores. Don't miss the Eller & Owens Furniture and Mattress 58th Anniversary Sale.
The Morning Dish! The Friday Morning Dish is delivered proudly by your hometown Sears store in Blairsville, the home of Craftsman and Kenmore brands. Sears Blairsville has your next appliance or yard purchase covered.
All righty, folks, we're rolling back in here with you. We got Halloween coming up, man. We're all excited about Halloween. We always have a bunch of folks come by our house up there, and I know they got trick-or-treating going on all over the place. But, hey, I reckon we got a coming from the Attorney General. They're giving us a warning that they now have cannabis products out there that looks like Oreos, Sour Patch Kids, Cheetos snack packages. They look just like.
And what houses will those be giving out
That's what we're trying to find. So if we can get y'all folks that's actually got these, please call us where we'll know. But, yeah, that's
Steve is trying to put a map together.
Nowadays, when you stop at somebody's house and they give you they give you one of them brownies, it's a whole lot different, than back when we were kids.
Well, just so you know, this is the drop-off point. If you find any of that, we confiscate it, bring it here. We'll handle it.
I think that's a good idea. Central clearinghouse.
Yeah. They're actually making these things looks like the Oreos are called double stuffed stoned, and they look just like Oreo cookies.
Don't knock it till you tried it.
Next thing you know, all these kids will be taking it. They're going to be listening to the rock and roll music and dancing around too much and eating too much food,
They're probably eating too much food, but I don't know about the rest of all.
Yeah, on a serious note, though, about Halloween, and I meant to bring this up on our Animal Pet Forum.
Animal what?
Animal Pet Health Forum. I'm sorry, Animal Health Forum, that chocolate is poisonous to dogs. So please, when your kids are going out and trick-or-treating and get all that candy spread around, before the parents get to go through it and take their stash, keep your dogs away from that stuff because it is very dangerous for dogs in the chocolate poisoning. So we want to make sure people are aware of that.
Chocolate is what now?
Poisonous to dogs.
I did not know that. I always heard it was like cocaine or something to dogs.
The caffeine and the chocolate. So if you get the higher the percentage of cocoa, the more dangerous it is. So dark chocolate is more dangerous than milk chocolate.
What about onions?
Yeah, I don't know about onions. I know things like Raisinets, very, very bad for them because raisins are also toxic to dogs. Chocolate is toxic to dogs. So please be careful over Halloween.
Wow. Our dogs get leftovers, so whatever's left over. That's all we feed our dogs. Back in the day, that's what you did. You didn't have a garbage disposal. You had a dog disposal.
Well, and they said that, like they always say, don't feed your dog, scraps from the table. If you look at a bag of dog food, it's got pictures of carrots and peas and chickens. And, why don't you just feed them carrots and peas and chickens,
Well, a lot of people do. They feed raw diet, and they'll mix carrots, peas, and that stuff in. But seriously, when was the last time your dog went out in the garden and ate a carrot?
My dog don't. He chases squirrels.
Yeah, they're carnivores, so
Yeah.
the diet we always try to get people to feed high fat, high protein
I
diet.
don't know, man. My
meat
dogs
or
are fat. They
chicken-based.
graze, man. They just graze out there in the yard eating weeds and stuff.
But your dogs also wear Hawaiian shirts, so come on.
And fetch beer. Unreal. I reckon this Virginia, man, this governor's race in Virginia, man, it's gone crazy up there.
Oh, I'll tell you what, I can't even to this day believe that the McAuliffe got up there and said parents shouldn't have any say or control in what's taught in the schools.
Oh, I don't know. I know the polls are showing that is it Youngskin? Is that it?
Youngkin.
Yeah, he is 53% right now, ahead of 45. So
I just can't imagine anybody going in that has children going in and voting for somebody who believes the government knows better of what your children should have than the parents do. We have to change that mindset, and they really believe that. They really believe your children belong to the government.
I reckon Biden went up there and was politicking for him, He's like, hey, the guy.
He forgot what he was up there
he rubbed
for.
my legs, and, he's
That's how I learned about roaches.
yeah, this guy here, he's the guy you need to vote for,
Well, the one lady, she just read from the book, that she was just reading, and they kicked her out of the meeting saying that they weren't allowed to, that's profanity.
Yeah, it was
Wasn't allowed
profanity,
It's like,
but they're
this is
teaching
the
it
book
to the
that
kids.
the kids are reading.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? But Catcher
don't
in the
know.
Rye, they threw out. They got rid of that book. And
That's a horrible book anyway.
well, yeah, but you know what?
Whiny.
Hey, we had Dick and Jane, man. We had Dick and Jane books.
Stephen, we're actually talking about junior high and high school now.
That's what
not
we had. That's
not
what I
your
was
4
in.
years in
I
third
was
grade,
in
okay?
junior high. We had Dick and Jane.
You had that all 5 years you were there.
I
junior
did.
high.
Every 5 years, man. That was it.
Hey, second grade was my best 3 years of school.
I
so
know
I
what
was
you're
gonna say.
saying, man. Golly, I was actually the biggest guy in my class. Of course, I was 18 and they were 5, but still, I was the biggest one.
You were old for your age.
Yeah, I was. One of the things though, you're talking about all this. Actually, I reckon the other day they had a Florida school board member takes elementary school students on a field trip to a gay bar.
To a gay bar.
Now-
Now forget the gay bar. A bar.
Just period. I mean, honestly, this is crazy.
Progressiveness. It's a wonderful thing, isn't it?
Yeah, honestly, this is just, and I don't know. And then we had a Kentucky up there that had a principal in some kind of a pageant shoot they had, and actually had the female, one of the female girls give him a lap dance.
Yeah, it was the boys were giving female administrators lap dances. It was athletes that were doing it, some kind of fundraiser. I think what's happened is we've kind of gotten away from education. So
there's no place for that.
But you know what? Reading, writing, and arithmetic, our kids can't add. They can't speak proper English.
Right.
They can't write properly. But they can tell you every gay nightclub there is in their city
Well,
or
now here's
town.
the thing, though. It's just like my grandmother. She said if you every student should be able to read, write, and reading, writing, and arithmetic by the time they're in the third grade, which I didn't make all that. But she said, if you can teach a kid to read and write by the time they're come out of the third grade, you can teach them anything. But if they can't, you can't teach them.
Well, they don't even teach cursive.
Yeah, I know that's right.
How are you supposed to function in the world if you graduate and you can't read a memo your boss sends you because he wrote it in cursive? To me, that's totally absurd. I mean, I understand computers and have everything taking their place, but you still have to have some basic skills.
Right.
Well, it's just crazy.
Well, I don't know. But then now, if you say anything at a school board meeting, and I don't feel like it's so much around here because we're kind of a smaller town, and that kind of stuff. But some of these big cities and this stuff, just like you're talking about, that's going on here, you're actually a domestic terrorist. I mean, I don't understand it.
But if they give you a curriculum, like if you don't teach this curriculum, you lose your federal funding or something like that, then it would end up here, right? I mean, isn't that how it works?
Absolutely. And critical race theory. I mean, my dad always used to tell me you always have to look for a silver lining. And the silver lining is that it's uniting people. It's bringing white and black people together because these aren't just white parents that are standing up going critical race theory is wrong. This is black and Indian and Asian families that are coming together going, we send our children to school to learn and to be taught how to learn, not what to learn, and that you're trying to make every black kid is oppressed and every white kid is an oppressor. That's not healthy. That's just not healthy for us to move forward as a culture.
I don't think the racism is as strong as the political people want you to think it is, because I know people here that all walks of life, and it's really not. I think it's just some kind of a political thing that they can hang their hat on and say, look how good we are. And most people that's every day out there working, trying to make a living, want their kids to do better, could care less.
Right. Good people are good people.
White, black, red, I don't care what they are. It don't matter to me. If you're good people, you're good people. If you're not, you're not. That's
I
pretty much the
totally
bottom
agree.
line on that. And anyway, we need to get to a break and see if we can get Dallas Wayne on with us. He's waiting in the wings, and I think he's, I don't know, where is he, in Texas?
No, he lives in Tennessee.
Tennessee? So
Yeah.
anyway, I think he's an hour behind. Maybe we get him out of bed. But anyway, we get Dallas Wayne on here. We're going to take a short break. We'd like to thank Sears Hometown Store Blairsville, and we love it over there, no doubt. They've got all them good tools. They got Craftsman tools. They're lifetime warranty, not to mention everything else that's in the store. So go by and check them out.
Sarah the Sears shopper from Suches is wise when it comes to protection agreements on appliances. But when one of her ex-husbands broke her stove while he was fixing the ice cube maker,
I knew I needed a little extra protection.
Sears Blairsville offers 5-year protection agreements on all their new products, which means protection against DIY husbands.
You mean ex-husbands.
Looking for a better experience? Go see the Sears team or call 706-745-6600.
Because Sears Blairsville is better than the competition.
The Community Center, the Farmers Market, the Recreation Complex, the Fine Arts Center, and other first-class facilities, all paid for with a penny. Now we have an opportunity to do the same for roads, bridges, and transportation. Vote yes on the Road Maintenance and Improvement Plan. Vote yes for a better future. Early voting has begun. Election Day is November 2nd. Vote yes for safer roads. Vote yes for Union County. Vote yes on T-Splost. Paid for by Citizens for T-Splost.
The most reasonable prices in town. That's what you can expect from High Country Tire and Wheel in Blairsville. Hey, it's Sherry from the Morning Dish. High Country works hard at finding you the best new or used tire at the price you can afford. All major brands, full selection of sizes, and most of the time we'll have you in and out in 30 minutes. And think of us for oil changes too. High Country Tire and Wheel, high above the post office in Blairsville. We're high on knowledge and service, but much lower on price. Call for an appointment at 706-835-1488.
Rolling down the road with Jackie Jones Auto.
Ram Power Days at Jackie Jones Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Hayesville puts you into 3-time Truck of the Year new Ram 1500 starting at just $46,855. Spectacular incentives are available and you get Jackie's unlimited lifetime warranty for free.
Rolling down the road with Jackie Jones Auto.
Price after incentive. Tax DMV. Doc fee. Subject to prior sale. Finance through Chrysler Cap. Exclusions apply.
Now it's time to honor the Prep Athlete of the Week, brought to you by Murphy Dental Center, supporting the champions of tomorrow from the 5-county area.
Chad Cheatham's Fannin County Rebels are region champions once again. They made it look easy 42-7 last Friday night. The big hero was senior Seth Reese. 3 touchdown runs and 162 yards on just 19 carries in that victory. Congratulations, Seth Reese of Fannin County. You're the Murphy Dental Center Athlete of the Week.
The deals are real. The sale is real. Celebrate with us at Eller & Owens Furniture and Mattresses 58th Anniversary Sale. We're celebrating 58 years of our family heritage by slashing prices on every item store-wide. Take 40% off all furniture, including custom orders. Save 40%. We have inventory, no waiting. Look for the Take Me Home Today tags. Finance with 0% interest. Shop all 4 stores. Don't miss the Eller & Owens Furniture and Mattress 58th Anniversary Sale.
The Morning Dish.
Today's Morning Dish is delivered by your hometown Sears store in Blairsville. There's always a friends and family sales event on the horizon, and Sears Blairsville loves rolling out the discounts on lawnmowers, refrigerators, and washing machines, not to mention sponsoring the Morning Dish.
Alrighty, folks, we have got a young man on here. You'll recognize his voice, I'm sure, just as soon as he comes on here, because he's on the
Willie's Roadhouse in Channel 59.
Plus all the music that he's got out there, man. We have got Dallas Wayne with us this morning. How are you, brother?
Good morning, Stephen. How you guys?
Man, we're just hanging in here, I guarantee you. We got rain coming in, so it looks like it's going to be a good day to sleep in, and we got you up out of the bed. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right. At my age, I'm up this early anyway.
There you go. Man, you know, you've got a lot of albums, a lot of music out there, not to mention, of course, you know, you do we're talking like the world-renowned radio disc jockey here, so I'm kind of trying to man up a little bit and sound more professional. I love the song, I'll Take the Fifth.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, that's kind of a twist on the thing, you know, but I love that. But anyway, so how long you been in the music business? I mean, you was actually in the music business before you got into radio, right?
Oh, yeah. I started full-time in 1974 right out of high school. Run off to Nashville and disappointed my parents and to no end. And had the bug pretty bad. And got in that down there playing for other people on the road and singing demos for publishing companies and whatnot, and then just gradually started easing my way into a solo career.
Well, this worked out pretty good because it looked like in 2020 you actually got the Western Artist Pure Country Group of the Year.
That's for our little band Hay Bale that we had there in Austin, Texas. I left Austin this last year, and Hay Bale is one of the biggest things I miss. That and the barbecue.
Oh yeah. So you think Texas barbecue's better than Memphis barbecue?
No, I'm an equal opportunity eater.
Yeah.
When it comes to that, when it comes to that stuff, I love it. In fact, living over here in Bristol now, of course, we're right close to North Carolina, so we got that North Carolina pulled pork barbecue, which is just heavenly.
Oh yeah.
And I'll take any of that too I can get.
I'm with you on that, man. It comes to food, I'm all about that. Now, do you like potted meat and Spam?
I will go to the store every now and then, and my tastes are refined a little bit. Underwood chicken spread and deviled ham spread is about as far as I get dairying-wise, but I used to love to eat my little beanie weenies and those little short sausages in the armor can.
Yeah, well, being in the music business, a lot of folks know about that because it's like 49 cents a can, so...
There was a time in my life
on the road. I live on those and microwave burritos.
There was a time in my life where macaroni and cheese, if you could put butter in it, you were having a party.
Yeah.
If you had ham, a diced pressed ham in there, you had company coming over.
So now, how did you get tied in with the Willie's Roadhouse?
I got into working. Actually, my first job on Sirius XM, and I still have it today, is over in Outlaw Country.
Right.
And I had met the man who's the program director over in Utrecht, Holland, when we were over there playing a show. He was over there with his wife, who is an artist, Laura Cantrell. And we got to become buddies. And a few years later, I was home. I just lost my right eye.
Mm-hmm.
And I was home from the Americana conference. I didn't go that year for the first time because I was still waiting to see if they could reattach the retina. And my phone rang, and it was Jeremy Tepper, who is our program director, this old buddy of ours. And he said, "You want a job on the radio?" And I said, "It sounds cool, but I just released a new record, and I'm getting ready to go out on tour as soon as this surgery gets cleared." And he said, "You can do your show from the road." And I thought, well, that sounds appealing.
Right.
And back then, of course, it was huge racks of equipment you'd carry on the road with you. I've done it in the bus going down the road. I've done it countless hotel rooms over the years. And more and more, as I got involved with the radio thing, it became more of a primary focus of my career, even though I'm still making records and still touring.
Right.
That radio thing is, as you know, is a pretty good gig.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like the idea. Doing my show, and I like working in my underwear without a pole being involved.
Yeah, that might be a little bit too much information, Dallas, but we do appreciate that. That visual is not something that Stephen or I would really like to see. Dallas, I have a quick question for you. I understand didn't you live in Scandinavia for a while?
Yes, I did. I backed into a record deal over there in Finland.
Really?
I was on tour with a bluegrass band called Special Consensus, and ran into this guy from a record company, and he said, "Would you like to come back and make a record?" And all I was honestly thinking of was one more thing to put on the merch table, and a free trip to Finland again. I liked it over there. The coffee was great. Everybody was smoking cigarettes, and the girls and the weather were pretty, and it was just beautiful. So I went back over there in December, which is the worst time in the world to be in Finland, and recorded that first album, just thinking it was going to be a one-off thing. And one album turned into 6 when I was over there, and I eventually ended up moving when Warner Chappell, my song publishing company, opened up an office there. I could work from there, and so it was kind of all the pieces kind of fell into place, and it was a big adventure.
Wow, that's pretty incredible.
Yeah, golly, yeah. Well, we had a record deal about years ago from Polished Hit Records. I'm sure you heard of that. Our first release was a Polished Hit.
My favorite independent label.
You know, you talking about losing your eye. I've got a cousin, Adam Drake, no kidding, and he's got a glass eye. And if you're not careful, you'll be sitting there eating, and he will take his eye out while you're not looking and put it in your tea glass. So when you reach down to get your tea, you're looking at you're looking at somebody.
It's a conversation starter at a dinner party. That's for sure.
Yeah, it works out pretty good, no doubt. But now that's the thing we was talking the other day. You actually just got signed to a new record label.
Yes, I'm proud to say just got a new record coming out in April.
Right.
On Audium Nashville, which is a wonderful label. I've worked with some of those folks before, back when it was Koch Audium.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, how labels come and go and change and reorganize. So it's really nice to be back with them because I know these guys and they love country music and they know how to promote it.
Yeah, that's the thing about it. You know, country music kind of took a back seat to, I mean, Alan Jackson can't even get played anymore, seems like. And it's just, you know, I'm a big Alan Jackson fan because he's actually still country music. And your country, I mean, your stuff you've got is really cool. And I don't know. I mean, you know, if it ain't this pop, hip-hop kind of stuff, you know, it seems like you can't get nowhere with it. But it's good to see that country music's still alive somewhere, you know.
I'm kind of a one-trick pony, and it is getting harder to find, but you can find the good stuff if you look for it. That's the double-edged sword of the internet and accessibility to music. Is that part of it? You know, you can find anything you're really looking for.
Mm-hmm.
If you want progressive bluegrass music, you can find it. You know, all these things that might have been harder, 25 years ago to find, you can find it on the internet. And but the other thing is the pop culture part of it. You're cramming that music down people's throats. They don't even know what they're supposed to like.
Right.
So somebody else is telling.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Willie's Roadhouse certainly brings it to the forefront.
That's like we're heart, soul, and rock and roll here, man. I mean, no doubt, and I love it because I mean it's all the good stuff that we, on Lake 97.7, that I grew up with, and that's kind of what you hammer on that, and but I do love that. But now you play the Grand Ole Opry, man. What, in May? I think you was at the Grand Ole Opry.
The last time I was there was actually in May when I was recording the record, and I had been fortunate to appeared on the Opry quite a few times over the years. And but the bad thing about the one in May, and I realized it as I was walking off stage, I thought to myself, my Lord, that is the first time I have sung in front of people for 15 months.
Yeah, that's crazy, ain't it?
That's a heck of a gig to come back on. Usually people will book a couple of shows, but locally or kind of on the down low, and come back and do the Opry as your first show back was.
Well, Dallas, I'm looking at some of your schedule that you've got coming up here, and it looks like you're going to be in upstate New York, and then you're going to be in Chicago.
Oh, be careful in Chicago.
That you were already there.
Yeah, we just did those shows this last couple of weeks. Had fun up in Buffalo. Most people shuffle off to Buffalo. We went up to Buffalo to play some shuffles, as in country shows.
There you go. Let me say this again, folks. Listen, if y'all want to check this out, go to DallasWayne.com. We're talking to Dallas Wayne right now, and appreciate him getting out of the bed in the morning. You're talking about not doing live shows. We talked to a lot of people that's been out on the road, and they've kind of liked the break, of being home, because out on the road all the time, it's like, it's nice to be able to take the kids to school or take the trash out. That's some of the things that like people don't realize. Being out on the road, you miss out on a lot of that stuff.
Exactly. Yes, it was a great time to kind of regroup and self-examine, and we had some forced luxury there in a lot of ways. Economically, of course, it was hard for a lot of the artists. But in my case, my radio job went on as usual.
Right.
And but I did go from the year before COVID-19 hit. I did 110 shows, and the year of COVID, I did a grand total of 3.
Yeah.
So that was kind of weird. My only problem is guitar calluses. They go away after a while, and you've got to really work hard to keep them up. And to do that at home, do you want to watch the baseball game or do you want to play guitar for an hour?
Right.
Hey, Dallas, can you tell us a little bit about the Outlaw Country Cruise that you got coming up?
It's going to be great. This is, I believe, number 6 that we've done. I'll be honest with you, when I first was approached with this idea of going on this thing, I thought, wait a minute, you're going to put 3,000 of our listeners on a boat? A bad thing is going to happen. but it actually it's so well run. It's run by a company called Sixth Man, who do a lot of these music cruises, and they are the best in the business. And the audiences are great. People come there to hear music. It costs a little bit of money for people to go, so they're there to have a good time and listen to music.
Well, that's the good thing about it, though. You're actually on a boat with these people, the musicians that you love. I mean, to me, the extra cost would be worth it,
Oh, you'll get in the elevator. Like a couple of years ago, I got in the elevator, and I look up. I wasn't really paying attention. I look up, and it's like, I hear, "Hey, man." I look up, and it's Chris Christopherson.
Oh, man.
That's the kind of access you have on these cruises with the artists, which is always nice.
I love Chris Christopherson, man. He's one of the greats. There's no doubt about it. So, but that's I guess when is that selling? That's going to be in February?
February, I believe, March.
Yeah, late February into early March.
Yeah,
and the new album comes out in April.
Right. That'd be so much fun. I went on a cruise one time, but they kicked me off a boat. Apparently, you can't fish off the side of them things. I just want to troll a little bit. You know how you troll, and I throwed my pole out. And
because the boat said Exxon on the side of it, that's not a cruise, dude. But that's okay.
I'm still fishing. Yeah, I'm still fishing. Yeah, you can do what you can afford, but anyway. Well, Dallas, we've got to get to break, man. I don't know what. You go to DallasWayne.com. Check out this, and what a great guy he is. And it's got a new. This same record label you got is this the same one that Tommy Townsend signed to, right?
It is, yes. And I love Tommy. Tommy and I actually met on the Outlaw Cruise.
Right.
We were referring to earlier, a couple of years back, and he plied me with moonshine.
Yeah, imagine that.
We became best friends after.
Yeah, he's got a lot of friends since he opened up a moonshine still. You'd be amazed.
That'll do it. That's better than a drummer with a station wagon.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. I guarantee it. But I'm going to tell you, they're talking about legalizing marijuana. When they do that, I got some kinfolk that we're going to get involved with, and I'm gonna shut down the moonshine business, I can tell you.
Well, I think that it's a good thing to branch out into.
There you go. All right, Dallas. We appreciate you, man. We sure do. We're going to keep up with you and get you back on and see what else is going on. Maybe we get you on before the Outlaw Cruise and see who else is going to be on that.
Oh, that would be great. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. We've got Amy Lou Harris and Rodney Crowell and a bunch of other folks on. So.
Yeah. How about Steve Phillips and Midnight Express? Are they playing this year?
It's
not a barge.
I haven't seen the name on the bill, but I haven't seen the full bill.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Well, I'll scratch it in there with a black magic marker.
That'd be great.
My buddies, they can't afford to go like me. They're poor, so they'll never know I'm not on there. So, but anyway,
it's a fun time. You should join us sometime.
Yeah, I'm going. I'd love to go. I really would. So anyway, but all right, Dallas, you be good, man.
Thank you, sir. Stephen, and thanks everybody there at Morning Dish. We appreciate it.
All right, you take care. All right, we got to get to a break. Sears Hometown Store, Blairsville, our favorite place of all times, no doubt about it. They got all them good tools over there. Not to mention, they got now they still need to pre-order their. Help me out here. Appliances. There you go. Because how all the appliances are stuck out in the ocean somewhere. They got that boat parade.
Unless they're coming through Florida.
Yeah, they got the boat parade going on. But anyway, go by and see Sears Hometown Store, Blairsville.
Yes, may I help you?
I'm here for the refrigerator, ma'am.
My what?
When you came by Sears of Blairsville recently, you said your refrigerator needed repairing.
And you came here to fix it?
Yep, we come to the location and fix it right there.
As long as you're here. Can you fix my sister up with?
Just here for the refrigerator, ma'am.
Sears Hometown of Blairsville now services appliances from LG, GE, Bosch, and more, right at your house. And you won't believe how fast we'll get your fridge, washer, or dryer working again. Stop by for details at your Sears Hometown store.
Nothing shines brighter under the Friday night's heights than a brand new Ford, and no better place to buy than Jackie Jones Ford in Hayesville. Take advantage of models in stock and on the lot at Jackie Jones Ford in Hayesville. From the moment you walk into the showroom, you'll know our commitment to customer service is second to none. Jackie Jones Ford of Hayesville, 1493 Highway 64 West, 828-389-6325, and online at jjfordhayesville.com.
Hey, this is Terry with Sleep USA Mattress. At Sleep USA, we're passionate about helping you sleep better because better nights mean better days. If you're not getting the quality sleep you need, then Sleepy SA can help by fitting you to the mattress and pillow that's perfect for you. Get the bed of your dreams and save your cash by taking advantage of our interest-free financing on the brands you know and trust at all 4 Sleepy SA locations in Franklin, Silva, Murphy, and Blairsville, and at sleepysamattress.com. That's sleepysamattress.com.
Young Harris Water Sports and RV now offering Cedar Creek, fifth wheels and cottage park model, Salem travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and destination trailers. Ask about RV mobile service and a large selection of RV parts and accessories. With Young Harris Water Sports and RV's lineup and the best selection of watercraft in North Georgia, there's no need to leave the mountains. Young Harris Water Sports and RV at 3676 Highway 76. Online at yhmarineandrv.com.
Let's go!
A Canton small business owner got a lien notice that he owed the IRS over $25,000.
He now owes $1,600, and Debbie did it.
A Jasper resident owed over $58,000.
He settled with the IRS for $6,000, and Debbie did it.
Debbie Snelling at North Georgia Tax Solutions in Blairsville did it. Debbie and her team go to bat for you every day. Find out what tax relief you're eligible for. From consultation to the closing, call 706-745-3856. 706-745-3856.
Fall into big savings at Carolina Furniture and Mattress Outlet. Take home a power recliner from $399 or a sectional from $11.99. Save 60% off in-stock dining sets. Shop our big deal of a deal. A sofa and love seat set just $8.99. Complete the look with an area rug from $99. Hundreds of clearance items up to 70% off and 0% financing is available. Fall into massive savings at Carolina Furniture and Mattress Outlet in Hayesville.
The Morning Dish! The Friday Morning Dish is delivered proudly by your hometown Sears store in Blairsville, the home of Craftsman and Kenmore brands. Sears Blairsville has your next appliance or yard purchase covered.
All righty, folks, we're back with you. Hope everybody's doing good. We appreciate Dallas Wayne coming on with us and sharing a little bit of time. And y'all go check him out at dallaswayne.com, and he's got a lot of stuff going on. Hey, I reckon the Queen, man, the Queen has turned down Oldie of the Year award. What the heck? Oldie of the Year.
Oh, my God.
I love it. She's like, I don't want that.
I don't blame her.
Are you kidding? I mean, she needs something. She don't do anything.
Hey, wait a minute.
That's
She
the
has
only award
mastered that wave. That is not easy, okay?
I mean, you're the queen, and that's the only award you get at the end of the year. You're the oldest person in the house. You know, it's not like you've done great things. It's like, we're going to give her an award for being old. You know?
A longevity award.
Yeah. It's like, golly. But they don't do nothing. I'd love to have that gig, man. Just call people up and have tea. They just have tea and the wave.
Yeah, but that wave is something that took her years to master.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
How do you feel about that whole thing about royalty? And people get so worked up about the Queen and the King and all this stuff and Prince Charles and
what did they do?
And you know what? I just don't get it at all, because we fought battles over that to get away from that type of stuff. Yet so many people here in the States, they just latch on to that stuff every time it's on TV. They've got to watch it, and I just don't get it.
You're 100% right. We fought a war to not worry what the Queen thinks. You know
exactly.
What I'm saying?
But why does anybody care what she thinks? What does she do? I mean, she don't do anything.
You know, here's an interesting sidebar to that. When you look at countries, Canada, Belize, any of the British territories, even though they're independent now, they still fall under the governance of the royal family.
Yeah. But I still, to this day, it's like I don't understand why we need cities. I think cities are a waste of time. Cities, why do we need a city? Why do we need a queen?
Because we have to have somebody to make fun of.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay, we can do that. I'm like you, though. I think it's crazy. Of course, I think I could just keep going. I think the government's got way too many people in it.
Oh, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. But, yeah, I don't know. What are you going to do?
Do you know what the Queen is famous for?
The wave.
And I came here from Belize.
Yeah.
And she is the only British royalty to eat the royal rat. It's called the gibnut. It's a rat. It's a delicacy in Belize. And the Queen actually ate the rat. So she is the only royalty to eat. That's why they call the gibnut the royal rat.
Well, now, don't they eat horses over there?
Where?
Over there, wherever, across the pond. Somewhere.
I don't think so.
I think they do. I think they eat.
I was waiting for you to say, do they eat rabbits?
No, I don't know.
Welsh rabbit. I was waiting for you to say that. Welsh rabbit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which is worse than spotted, you know.
They say rabbits are good, so I don't know. But I'll draw my line at potted meat. I ain't eating no rat.
I'm sorry, Spotted Dick did it for me. I'm not eating any of that.
Yeah, I ain't eating that. I don't know. I guess I don't know. I'd like to try a rattlesnake. You ever eat any rattlesnake?
Yes, I have.
How is it?
Tastes like chicken.
Everything tastes like chicken. Yeah. Except for squirrel.
Except for chicken sometimes.
Yeah.
It tastes more like chemicals.
Man, I don't know what they do in the chicken nowadays, but my Lord, they're huge. They're like turkeys.
That's unbelievable, isn't it? And
Yeah.
I don't think chickens are made to be banana yellow either, but they are.
Yeah. I don't know. That's got to be affecting us, so who knows. One thing I would like to say, though, we got Halloween coming up this weekend. Of course, I know everybody knows that. And we actually, at our house, we have trick-or-treaters come by. I like it back in the day when we growed up, when you went from house to house to house. And nowadays, they don't do it. I know they're going to do something at the fairground where you just go up there, and it's just like a conveyor belt where you go through and go to each person, which is great and wonderful. But I still think doing the door knocks, walking up and saying trick-or-treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat.
I think it's really sad that we've taken that away from kids.
Yeah.
We have really taken so many great things away from kids.
Yeah.
Toilet papering and, all that stuff. The kids aren't going to ever enjoy soap in car windows or any. I'm sorry.
Toilet paper, that kind of went away because it's so expensive now.
I was going to say.
That kind of went with the way of the wings. Because
Mom,
of the
Dad,
price.
can I borrow 20? I got to go get 10 rolls of toilet paper.
Do not waste it. Do not waste it. But
I see adults now taking it out of the tree,
yeah.
thanking the kids for putting it on their
that
house.
would be the ticket. Be like, oh, well, we got rolled last night. Oh, how great that is. But back when we were kids, and they don't do this anymore. Of course, I don't understand why, but we had egg fights in the city of Hiawassee.
Oh, yeah.
We had cars. We'd go up there. Man, we took cases of eggs, and, man, we just throwed eggs at everybody. We throwed them away. And we knew not to take a good car to town on Halloween night because you'd get it egged. And, I mean, I brought stuff home, and you couldn't even tell what color it was because there's so much eggs on it, That was so much fun. What happened to the good old days?
We've taken fun out of it because we're not
There we
allowed
go.
to have fun anymore. Because if you're having fun, you must be doing something wrong.
We
So
need to
don't
call.
want you
We
to
need to
have
call
fun
the sheriff.
anymore.
We need to call Obe and say, "Hey, man, we need to bring back the egg fights in the city of Hiawassee."
Hey, I got to say,
I think it's back in his time. He probably knows what I'm talking
you
about.
know what? I got to say something about Towns County and Union County law enforcement in this area and emergency medical. I got to meet some of the paramedics yesterday from Towns County. What sharp guys. I really mean it. We're so blessed up here because, we have great sheriff's departments. We have really good law enforcement. We have great EMS services. These guys are really dedicated and devoted. When you see everything going on around the country, we're truly blessed to have what we have up here. So I want to give a shout out to all of them. And, folks, when you're out and you see a deputy or you see a Blairsville officer, it doesn't hurt just to go up and thank them. Thank them for their time. Because you know what? Tomorrow night or Sunday night, Halloween, when you're out with your kids, they're going to be working. And that happens a lot with holidays. The EMS crew is going to be working. Firefighters are going to be working. So let's remember them. Go up and say thank you.
Well,
I tried that, Ed. I tried that, man. They just look at me. They're like, all right, what are you up to?
It's one thing
What
to
are you
say
up to?
thank you.
We
It's
got
something else
249
when you want to give a hug to a female deputy. Okay, there's a big difference.
But like when you see a cop, like when I see a state patrol or something, I try not to look at him. I just look straight ahead. Do y'all do that? Like, don't look at him. Maybe he won't see us. Or
You don't
something.
do the casual wave?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm
there's
just a
Or
law-abiding
they get
citizen
behind
here.
you, and you're like, "Hey, don't look back. There's a police officer back there," and everybody turns their heads immediately.
Well, wait a minute. Last time I saw your car, you had 20 PBA stickers. Support the local troopers. Support the local
Right,
police.
yeah.
I love the blue.
Sheriff's
What's that
Association.
about?
Well, why was Harry Vaughn? Why would he want to defund the police officer? I don't understand why he's all about that. I mean, it's crazy.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Is that really his stance?
Yeah. You see, he drives a Prius. Do you not see his Prius out there with? I did this on the back of it with Joe Biden picture. Yeah. We've done all the damage we can do. We're going to upload this. What is this thing called? This video. YouTube on YouTube. Stephen Phillips, The Morning Dish. Go check that out. Go to our Facebook page. Hopefully, we'll have all the bugs worked out of this. And Monday morning, we will go live on YouTube. And so y'all can keep up with this at your office or wherever you're at, not just riding down the road. And go check out Dallas Wayne. And thank you, young man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I love being here. And don't forget our show on Saturday.